Happy Friday night, folks. We are here broadcasting live from the Oregon Ice Arena for tonight's WIAA hockey matchup, a Badger Conference matchup between the home Oregon Panthers and the visiting Monroe Cheesemakers. The Panthers are coached by Cole Hefty, and the Cheesemakers are coached by Barry Einbach. And this exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther hockey is brought to you in partnership with the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. And a note on the boosters, if you're at the Oregon High School for a wrestling or basketball event, stop by that concession stand and you'll see some volunteers running that stand for the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. They don't get paid anything, not even a free hot dog, if you can believe that. All right, additional sponsors include One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, the Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. A little bit on the Monroe Cheesemakers. They're coming into tonight's game with a 3-5 record. And last year they went 13-8-1 in the regular season, and they suffered a first-round playoff loss to the Muskego Co-op, which happens to be, they're looking like a bit of a powerhouse so far this year. They've had some big wins, and Oregon will get to experience the Muskego Co-op firsthand later in less than a week, actually, next Thursday. We'll get to Oregon's upcoming schedule and some other holiday hockey action in a moment. But back to the Monroe Cheesemakers. They started the year off with a close one-goal loss to Whitefish Bay, and that's a bit of a theme. They've had 3 one-goal losses so far this year, and Oregon can certainly relate to that. So Monroe is a team that's used to a lot of tight games, as Oregon has, been in those themselves this year. Monroe got their first win of the season in their second game, taking on Stoughton and prevailing 12-2. And they followed that up with back-to-back one-goal losses, 4-5 against Beloit Memorial and 2-3 against Monona Grove. Monona Grove is the only common opponent that the two teams have both played so far this year. Monroe then lost 5-10 to Arrowhead and 2-5 to Madison Edgewood. But they're on a bit of a hot streak. They've won their last 2 games, 3-1 over the Reedsburg Dells team and 10-1 over Stoughton earlier this week. The leading scorers on Monroe are Patrick Alt and Cameron Newcomer, both with 12 points. Identically scored with 5 goals and 7 assists. Right behind him is Brody Good with 4 goals and 7 assists for 11 total points. Next up, there's 3 guys at 9 points each: Brady Spots, Brody Kane, and Carter Nemergut. The thing about Brady Spots' 9 points is 8 of those are goals, so he's been the leading goal scorer and quite the sniper, but Carter not too far behind with 7 and 2. Brady Stewart has 8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists. Ben Erdley with 7 at 2 and 5. Hans Brandt with 6 for 3 and 3. Defenseman who's starting tonight, Jace Doggenbaugh, has 3 points with a goal and 2 assists. Tyson Folgate has a goal, and Bo Janicki and Landon Grindley each have an assist. And the number 1 goalie for the Cheesemakers is Brock Brandley, and he'll be in net tonight. Backup goalie's got a little bit of action, but just in those games against Stoughton. And Oregon, the Panthers come into tonight's game with a 4-4 record. And they've lost 3 out of the last 4. They're scuffling a little bit. They had a lead, but weren't able to hold it earlier this week against Onalaska. And before that, they played Monona Grove and fell last Friday night at Hartmeyer. Well, the lights have dimmed. The players are about ready to hit the ice. And we're just moments away from the starting lineups and game time. And the early word is that Oregon has done a little shuffling of their lineups for tonight's game. The starting lineup will look somewhat familiar. Owen Tauschik, Andrew Yachman, and Easton Lindert as a new forward combination. Yachman and Tauschik have been together on a line most of the year, but Easton Lindert's moving around, and some of the other forwards will as well. We'll see how that works out. Knut Lee and George Karasek will be the starting defensemen for Oregon this evening, and Nicholas Couillard will be in net, per usual. And the Panthers have entered the ice. They're wearing their whites with black breezers and some black and orange trim. It's a good, sharp, clean look. Monroe will be wearing their customary red this evening, with a little bit of blue and a little bit of white on there. Very patriotic. All right, I am going to dim the mic for a moment and let you hear our wonderful PA announcer, Sean Peterson, announce the starting lineups.
Monroe Cheesemakers, in goal, number 1, Brock Randall. And defense number 2, Brody Hood. And defense number 3, Jace Doggenbach. And forward number 5, Cameron Newcomer. And forward number 8, Brady Slots. And forward number 17, Patrick Holtz. The Cheesemakers are coached by Larry Emmerich. And now for your Oregon Panthers. The goal is senior number 29, Nicholas Couillard. And defense is sophomore number 2, Knut Lee. And defense senior number 20, George Karasek. And forward is senior number 16, Owen Tauschik. And forward is junior number 18, Drew Jackman. And forward is senior number 7, Easton Lindert. The Panthers are coached by Cole Hefty, Ethan Carls, Austin Lynch, and Dylan Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please remove your hats and stand, if you are able, for the playing of our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, was the
All right, we are back, and I am joined by Oregon junior defenseman Trey Zerwick. Welcome to the broadcast booth here, Trey.
Thanks for having me, Matt. It's good to be here. Well, it's not always good to be here, but
Yeah,
glad I can be doing my part being out. So.
Okay. And yeah, not really a broadcast booth, more of a large open room here. But oh, looks like we're starting with somebody in the penalty box for 10 seconds there.
Interesting.
Who's that lovely lady running the clock tonight? We gotta teach her how to push all the buttons over there.
Oh, that would be my mother.
And I know Mrs. Z has done this many times. She's also an accomplished hockey game DJ.
Oh,
I
yes.
gotta say.
Yeah, she takes pride in her playlist.
Ooh, which we've got to remember to keep the camera. It's such a tough balance, right? We want the camera mic up to hear the sounds of the game, but sometimes we get dinged and the videos get taken off YouTube, usually temporarily, because copyrighted music plays. And I know that's happened recently. I've got some feedback from some folks that it has. So Oregon, again, they're in their whites with the orange and black, and they're going from your left to your right. And Oregon has the puck. Senior Owen Tauschik looking ahead for Drew Yachman, but he decides to try and get it to Easton Lindert, intercepted by Monroe into the zone. Player slips and falls down, number 8. Got to get my Monroe figured out here. Brady Spots, the big goal scorer, leading the team in goals. Back out high on the perimeter, just inside the blue line, save made by Nicholas Couillard. Oh, he's going to rack him up early. We'll see if Oregon can get this puck out of the zone and take it the other way. Monroe's going to change up. They're happy to just send it in the corner where Drew Yachman takes the puck. Gets it out of the zone, but immediately taken away. Knut Lee on defense, along with George Karasek. They're both still out there. So who are we going to see with you out of the lineup tonight? Are we going to see a lot of Tim Grice?
Yes, we will. Number 17 will be with my accomplished Jack Clun.
Yeah. Jack Clun is number 5, Grice 17, both juniors. And, you know, Grice has looked pretty good in the action that he's got so far at defense.
Yeah, it won't be too much of a change. Good block shot by George. Great block shot by Easton. Yeah,
Oregon's been blocking a lot of shots this year, and the hustle and the effort have been there all year out of this squad. Hoping to get a few more goals, and that's why we've seen some of the lines shuffled. Oregon's power play has been very effective this year, and looking for a few more even strength goals. And so now we see Preston Crom on a line with Ethan Dish and James Shervin.
Strong freshman, very strong freshman. Good hit by Knut.
Glove save made by Couillard on a shot from distance. And we've got 14:47 left in the first period in this scoreless game so far. And Trey, you're no stranger to this, to some Oregon hockey broadcasts. I believe have you done it just the one time before?
I've done it twice now. This is my third time.
Okay. And I know I remember you doing the game with Desmond Kingsley. I paid attention to that one. What was the other game you did?
I'm pretty sure, maybe that was just once.
Yeah, I think you guys took a period, and then Walker and Couillard did a period,
yep,
and then
right.
you guys came back. Yeah, I very much enjoyed your broadcast previously. Hopefully, you know, tonight, this Kingsley-Zerwick chemistry can come at least in the ballpark of what you had previously.
Oh, yeah.
All right, both teams battle for the puck at center ice, and now it comes back into the Oregon zone. Dish is able to, Dish is able to get a piece of that to prevent the icing. And now DiMartino, Kingsley, and Dawson Peterson getting some run. I heard Dawson was a little under the weather, but hopefully he's feeling up to the task of doing what he does best, and that's setting up his teammates. But Dawson's been sniping a little bit lately.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Puck in deep by Kingsley.
And Monroe gets that puck out of the zone. Brody Good gets it up ahead to a teammate. Now Monroe's going to have to throw on the brakes there as they had a little trouble getting it across the blue line with good timing and didn't want to be offside. So Oregon's going to take over. DiMartino touches it down. I don't think there'll be an icing there because Jace, how do you say Jace's name? Doggenbaugh?
That as good as I could say it.
Okay. He was close enough to have a shot at that puck, so no icing call. Now Lindert brings it into the zone, tries to drop it for Tauschik. Defender right there, so back to Lindert. He's looking, sends it out to Klun at the blue line. Jack Klun rips a shot. Jack Klun's been firing like crazy all season long, and it's been pretty effective.
It has, you know, not necessarily getting them behind the net or through the net, but getting them, you know, blocker and a good shot for, you know, number 16, Owen Tauschik. He is leading us in goals right now, and I don't think he's had a single goal this year outside of 5 feet of the crease. It's just he's a puck-hungry forward.
Yeah, OT, I think all of his goals have been power play goals, and like you said, Trey, they've all been within 5 feet of the net. And, you know, I had a chance to talk to Owen and a couple of the other seniors earlier this week, and we were talking about just that. And Owen, he's willing to do whatever his role, you know, whatever the best role for him that's going to help the team most is. And right now, that's being a big, strong physical presence in front of the net. And Karasek's ready to play some D, forces Bo Janicki to get rid of the puck. Unable to find a teammate as both teams battle for it. Crom's going to dig it out for Oregon and get it out of the zone. Shervin's giving chase. He's got 2 Monroe defenders to beat, and the defenders get there first, but Dawson Peterson keeps it in the zone. His shot a little bit high and wide. Dawson goes down in the corner, pops right back up, and Shervin with the puck. Glove save made and held by Brock Brandley, junior netminder for the Cheesemakers. And I think I do owe Brock Brandley an apology. I called him Brindley once. I was over there, standing right where your mom is in front of that microphone. And even after talking to his mom and getting the pronunciation of his name, I still called him Brindley instead of Brandley. So my apologies, Brock.
Oh, good play. See what
Yeah.
Tim can do.
2-on-1. Cooley makes a big save, but the puck is loose behind the net.
Great pull by Jack, getting behind Cooley, stopping that puck from going behind the net.
Yeah, Jack Klun with another impressive play. He's been making them all season long. A little closer. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Oh, turned away, and a goal by Monroe from distance. It looks like Bo Janicki might have been the lucky guy there, and he's going to lead the handshake parade. Janicki is that's a pretty well-known name in Monroe hockey. It seems like there's always a Janicki on every Monroe team. It takes a little get used to running the clock there.
Yeah, I get so caught up in the plays that.
Yeah, we can switch spots if you want.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay. Oh, you want to switch headphones too?
No,
We'll just dance. I'll just duck under. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. I'll grab my magic notebook. All right. We're rearranging. So if Coach can rearrange some forward lines, we can rearrange our bodies down here. Oh, look at this perfect timing. All right. Oregon looking to get the equalizer. Knut Lee wasn't able to keep it in the zone. That was out of his reach. So he's going to get it over to Karasek. Up ahead to the forwards. Lindert had it momentarily. Now he has it back. He's going to go right through 4 Cheesemakers and go chase that puck down into the corner. Knut Lee tried to wind up for the big slap shot. Didn't quite connect. Just shot wide of Couillard. And Tauschik taps it out of the zone. We'll see what Yachman can do.
Fires it down, lets the forwards and the defense change. Good, solid play.
And some fresh skaters for Oregon. James Shervin being one of them. He gets the puck over to Preston Crom. Tried to get it ahead to Dish, intercepted momentarily, but Dish and Shervin, given some good chase, are going to force Brandley to cover it up.
Good pressure coming back from that goal. I like what Oregon's doing right now. They're getting pucks in deep and putting themselves in opportunistic ways of scoring.
And here comes Monroe on the attack. They're just going to dump it down and chase it. It's going to be a race between Tim Grice. Oh, Grice bringing the hit. Back-to-back hits for Grice as the Monroe shot is deflected off a defenseman's stick and up into the net. Well, maybe a forward stick, but Oregon defender. All right. Monroe takes control after the face-off. Shot from distance, right into Couillard, and a save made.
Good find by Easton. 2-on-1. Oh, so much 2-on-1.
Yachman tries a centering pass from behind the net, but nothing but red shirts in front of Brandley. We got some bodies flying into the boards. OT looking to put a pop on somebody. Puck comes loose. I thought Brandley was going to cover it, but thankfully he had a defender there to scoop that up. Karasek with a big rip. Save made. Jack Klun using his hand to keep it in the zone. And Monroe sends it all the way down for an icing. And we've got 8:49 left in the first period. I think our clock shows 39 momentarily. Let me reset that. Boom. All right. So if you're just tuning in, Monroe got the first goal of the game. They're up 1-0 early. It was Bo Janicki. And Oregon looking to get the equalizer here as Ethan Dish battles for that face-off win. Monroe able to control and get it out of the zone, but George Karasek. George has been blocking a lot of shots and poking a lot of pucks away with his big stick, but he was on target. He had one goal in the last game, and he had another great shot from the blue line that was disallowed because I guess a player was in the crease. I didn't see it, but, we'll take the official's word for it on that one. Now, speaking of officials, Trey, you're a hockey official. Have you ever worked with any of the guys doing tonight's game?
I have. I cannot remember his name, though.
No.
He's in the orange bands closest to the linesman.
Okay.
He's a great guy. One thing I like about officials is that after officiating with them, you, on an icing, but you kind of develop a bond with them.
Okay.
And like, for example, last game we had the great Ryan Reichel officiating us, and I talked to him a little bit before the game started, and we just talked about the hunting season, and it was good to catch up,
Okay.
And they also help guide you. They're not there just to call penalties, but also guide you to do the right thing, which I think is great.
Okay. And so they give you that guidance while you're out there as a player?
Player and an official. Like,
okay.
If something happens on the ice and they say, hey, this is why I call it, and they explain to you. Oh, I know.
A hooking.
19, Brady Stewart. Pretty obvious. Can't miss that one.
Yeah. Jack Klund drawing the penalty for Oregon, and we'll have a power play coming up with 7:26 left in the first period. Oregon trailing, looking to get that equalizer. And the sending out for this power play unit looks like the normal PP1. We've got Peterson, Lindert, and Tauschik, along with, well, I guess it's a little bit different because it's Dish on the blue line instead of Shervin.
Yep, Sherv got moved down to power play 2. And a good shot by Jack, just a little bit wide. Oh, stick stuck in the boards.
Quick recovery there by Dish. He gets his twig back. And Peterson works with Dish.
This is a great spot to be for Oregon. I trust 100% Dawson behind the net every time.
Yeah.
His ability to find... Oh, a scrum. Easton shoots and tipped off.
Yeah, up into the net, and we're going to have a stoppage with 6:53 left in the period. Yeah, absolutely agree with you, Trey. Dawson behind the net this year. He's been racking up the assist and generating a lot of good chances, especially on the power play. So I think I was calling it the Gretzky zone earlier in this year, but I think it might be the Gretzky's office might be the more accepted term there. So, of course, I picked that up from the great Zach Seeloff, who is, if you were listening to the game on Tuesday, I had the great pleasure of standing here and being the Greg Stink to Zach's Pete Twinkle. And that was a lot of fun.
Oh.
And it was great to have, you know, a big-time, amazing professional in there. So for all the folks, I mean, thankfully we have Trey in here tonight, but for all the folks that heard Tuesday and now they come back to this, it's like going from filet mignon to a Wendy's dried out hamburger there. But thankfully, Trey, you're here to keep me on task, so.
So you still got power play 1 out there.
Yep.
Who's center white?
59 seconds left on the power play.
And power play 2's been doing surprisingly well. We got 2 last game, power play 2. And then shot from Linder just a bit outside.
Yeah, good face-off win, generated a good shot from Lindert, but he had so much smoke on that thing, it hit the boards, bounced all the way down out of the zone, where Couillard touches it up. Puck couldn't quite rest on Dish's stick, and so Monroe's going to get a chance to send it down and kill a little more time. Just over 30 seconds on the power play. It looked like Cooley was sticking his chicken wing out there, trying to get a little piece of Landon Grindy. Oh no, I'm sorry, maybe that was 8 Brady Spots. Thought it was a 9 for a second. Either way, Oregon still with the puck. Lindert gets it over to the circle. Dawson Peterson has a good shot. Is that Dish or Klun? Wasn't able to.
That was Klun.
Okay, that was Klun. Tauschik with a nice pass up to Peterson at the blue line. He dances in, fires it right into the glove of Brandley.
And both teams are now even strength.
We have 5:25 left in the first period. Monroe still holding that 1-goal lead. I feel like a DJ here. I've got one hand on this dial, one hand on this this computer. All right. Monroe trying to bring it out of the zone. They're able to get it in their attacking zone. Knut Lee gives a little pop, but not enough to separate his man from the puck. Back out high, passed around the blue line, and a shot is made. Cooley up to the task of that save. Shervin trying to get that puck out of there. Now Knut Lee is able to get, he's not able to get it out of the zone. Good hops and good hands by Bo Janicki. That looked like it was easily out of the zone. So we've seen defensemen for both squads get their hands on a puck. Preston Crom trying to lay a hit on Owen Hicks. And Monroe doing a good job of maintaining possession here in the first period. Oregon's had some good possession as well and had some good shots, but pretty back and forth and even matchup as I thought we might see. Ooh, that kick it did turn dangerous. The puck took a bad bounce off an Oregon skate and wound up going in front of the net.
I didn't see who got that goal.
Well, we'll get the announcement in a minute from the public address announcer.
Sean Peterson. Love Shawnee.
Well, Sean does a great job up there. Does such a good job. He was able to do it at the state tournament last year. And so we're just over 4 minutes. At 4:06. I will reset the clock for those watching at home or on the internet. So, Trey, have you gotten all your holiday shopping done?
I have most of it.
Okay.
Still got to find a gift for my loving father.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Other than that, we did Secret Santa as a team every year, and I got my gift. And we just set up the Christmas tree today, me and Ava, our manager.
Oh, in the locker room?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Are there gifts under it already? Is that what all the wrapping was for? Okay. I did see team manager Ava Donaldson walked into the rink with a little flurry of activity in front of the net. But yeah, I saw all the wrapping paper that Ava had.
Oh, loose puck.
Unable to cover it up. It's still loose. Jack Klun's going to go over to the boards. He's going to bang it around behind where Dawson Peterson's going to get it. Monroe is able to get a stick on it and get it out of the zone. Comes back. We've got Karasek and Klun as the defenseman. Jack Klun with the puck. He might be a defenseman, but he skates like a forward.
One thing I love about Jack is how much poise he has with the puck. He almost elegant. And 2-on-1.
Oh, wide open in front of the net. Cooley makes the save, though. Saw Tyson Folgate coming down on him with a head of steam. Folgate took his foot off the gas a little bit so he could get a good quality shot off, but not good enough. Rock solid save for the senior netminder of Oregon. I talked over the goal announcement. Brady Spots got the assist. I heard that. Did you hear the goal announcement on that one, Trey?
I did not. I think maybe Patrick Alt, can't be too sure.
Well, it wouldn't be surprising. Alt came into the game tied as the leading scorer for Monroe. Alt along with Cameron Newcomer. And Monroe puts it into the zone, but a player was in there, so Oregon able to freely take that puck out. George Karasek leading the charge. That's another thing that we've certainly like out of Oregon. You defensemen have been pretty aggressive with the puck so far this year. Seen you bring it into the zone quite a bit. And George, right there.
Yeah, we are not afraid of the puck anymore. And, if it's just get to the blue line and dump it in, that's what FD wants us doing, so that's what we'll do. So. Good keep by Jack to keep the puck in the zone and finds Owen.
Yeah, OT gets a nice shot off. Save made by Brandley. Now OT fighting behind the net. Getting physical down there. Easton Linder comes and snags the puck. His shot blocked by the stick of number 19, Brady Stewart.
Oh, stick broken by number 19.
That's what he gets for blocking Easton's shot.
It's scary, let me tell you. Oh, I know.
Seeing it. I'm still, sometimes there's a hockey rule that I am not aware of and I learn. And so I think it was thanks to you, Trey, that I learned you can't carry around a broken stick on the ice.
No, you cannot. I learned that the hard way in my youth years.
Up in Alaska?
Yep, that was, I broke my stick and I didn't know you had to drop it, so I kept on playing, and it's an illegal use of equipment, so I got a penalty on it.
From what I remember, you racked up a lot of penalty minutes that game.
I did. I was not able to play the next game because of how many penalties I had in. Good save by Cooley.
Well, that's all right. You live, you learn. I know you've made a concerted effort to keep the penalty minutes down, and it seems like across the board for Oregon, other than Jack is really racking them up this year, but I think that's just a testament to how hard he plays out there.
100%.
I mean, everybody's playing hard out there, but
I try my best to keep the penalties to a minimum.
Shot comes in, save made by Couillard with the glove. Couillard. It's so hard to pronounce it correctly.
I just learned that his name is not Couillard.
Yeah.
My mom told me. I don't know where I got Couillard from, but that's not how it's spelled. It looks like it.
Well, I think that's pretty much what everybody's been calling him for years.
Oh,
It's just Couillard.
It is just Couillard. Oh, and a big hit and a late penalty. Number 8, that would be Brady Spot.
He's going to get a roughing. Although there's some discussion going on down there. I'm not quite sure what case he's trying to make. The official, you're not going to talk an official out of a call too often.
Nope.
So Oregon will have another power play here. They only have a minute 17 in the first period to work with.
Power play, one unit gets out there. Let's see if they can make something happen. That'd be a very big momentum swing going back into the locker room with 1 minute left. Ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, we certainly saw what those late period goals can do for momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Oregon was on the wrong side of that coin Tuesday night against Onalaska here at the
Good
Oregon
find.
Ice Rink. Yeah, great pass through to dish. Shot just wide of the net. And Dawson's going to look to tee it up for one of his teammates again. The defense, aggressive forecheck back there, forced Peterson to get rid of the puck. He's able to get it out in front. Tauschik tried to get a stick on it. Now Tauschik tried to redirect Lindert's shot there, and Monroe's going to be able to clear the puck. Let's see if we can get a goalie assist here. No, Coulard's just going to drop it off for Lindert and let him take it all the way up.
Good play. Good play by Dawson, just dropping it off for Jack. And
defender whiffs at the puck, giving Oregon a little bit of life here, giving him a shot with 15 seconds, because a clear could have just about ended the threat for this period. Less than 10 seconds. Cooley whips it around the boards. Oregon's trying to get it up quickly. They're going to get an icing with 1 second.
Bad bounce.
Yeah, the refs aren't going to bother with that, calling that there. So the first period comes to a close. Monroe 2, Oregon 0. And we're going to stay on here for a little bit. We've got some stuff to talk about. Of course, if, you need a snack break or a drink break, it's available. But I want to start off by once again reminding you that you're listening to an OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports. We're live streaming on YouTube right now, and we're also available on some local cable, Charter or TDS. If you have those, you can tune in as OCA Media covers all sorts of local events, including every Panther sport you could imagine. OCA Media is your home for Panther sports. And this exclusive broadcast of Panther hockey is brought to you in partnership with the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today.
And we got One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. And Oregon Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelfeld Heating and Cooling, Panthers Exteriors, and Stoughton Health. And also Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations.
Yeah, and as we approach the holidays, hockey doesn't really take a break. So we just wanted to let you know what's coming up. These Oregon Panthers, they'll have a few days off, get to celebrate Christmas and any other holidays in the next few days. But on Thursday, I should say, Thursday, December 26th, the Panthers will be in action at a tournament out at the Nagawaki Arena in Delafield.
JRM?
With the JRM tournament. What does that stand for?
Jerry. My dad was coached by him. It's a memorial for a coach named Jerry. That's all I know.
Okay. So we'll be out at Coach Jerry's tournament. And the first matchup is against the, so KMMO's second. It's, the Muskego Co-op.
Muskego, yep.
And I think that's a 3 p.m. game on Thursday.
Sounds correct.
And then Friday night will be a 7 p.m. game. And that's against KMMO. And then there'll be another game to be determined, probably depending on how the first 2 games go. So obviously those won't be on OCA Media, but if you're in that neighborhood, if you feel like heading out there and hitting the, the Water Street Brewery is right there at that exit. There used to be a Hardee's, and I suppose that's probably a sign of progress that the Hardee's isn't there anymore. But if you've driven between Madison and Milwaukee, you probably know what exit I'm talking about. It's the one that has about 25 restaurants at it and a whole bunch of stores. And The Nagawaki hockey rink is right up there, right kind of close to the McDonald's and where the Hardee's used to be, if you know where that's at. So come on out and watch that action.
Hopefully we win this year. Again, we're coming back off of a JRM victory last year, so.
Yeah, I was really surprised walking into that rink last year. Not that you guys won it, but I went and I sat down in the bleachers, and I was sitting next to Mrs. Jakey, and this was, just a few days after he had crashed into the boards at Wanakee. I didn't think he was ever going to walk again, let alone play hockey.
It was scary. It was very scary stuff, but it's kind of heart you have to have when you play hockey, you know, no days off.
Yep. So a real quick recovery there, and, you know, Oregon's dealt with it this year. We had guys that are banged up and had some other stuff going on, and so hopefully the team will be here at full strength. You should be back for those games, right, Trey?
Yes, I will be.
All right. And there's plenty of other exciting hockey action this weekend. We'll give you a bit of a youth update. So Saturday, well, let's start with the Pee Wee A's. My man Lincoln was supposed to come out here and work with us, and I don't know where he disappeared to, but anyways, the Oregon Pee Wee A's, they host Shaw at 7:45 p.m. on Saturday, so that's a primetime game. I'm not sure. It's probably on ESPN2 because I think the main network would be broadcasting the Notre Dame is in town, taking on Edgewood, and that's out in Verona at, let's see, where is that one? I have it written down, 3 p.m. So I guess that's an afternoon tilt on Saturday. So you can do both. You can watch the two-time defending state champs, Notre Dame. Oh my God, they're not the Ledgers, are they?
Yeah, correct. I think so.
Then what the heck is Fondy Springs?
Oh, Fondy Springs is the Ledgers. Notre Dame. It'll come to me.
Yeah, it'll come to me too at 2 in the morning, I'm sure. But so anyways, Notre Dame's in town to take on Edgewood Saturday night. But we've got the Pee Wees here at 7:45, or the Pee Wee A's. The Pee Wee B's, they're at home at 1:30 against Janesville. And that's their second game of the day because they're on the road at Verona at 9:15 in the morning.
Good old doubleheader.
Yep. And let's see. The Banameys, they're home on Saturday. They host Sun Prairie at 3 p.m. here at the Oregon Ice Arena. And then on Sunday, they'll be in Waukesha. The Bantam Bees, they'll be at McFarland on Saturday, but they're home at 9:15 in the morning on Sunday to take on Janesville. Come out and watch the Killer C's of the Bantam Bees. They've got, who are the Killer C's here? Oh my God, I lost. There were 3 or 4 of them. We got Cam, Cole, CJ. I thought there was another C on that team, but you know, come out and watch that fine squad. And Squirt A's, they're at home on Saturday, a 1 p.m. game against Sun Prairie, and they're also home on Sunday, 1:45 against Ozaki.
Ooh.
And the Squirt Bees are home on Saturday at 4:45 p.m. against the Fightin' Purple Vikings of Stoughton. So that's your youth update, and I guess we should probably give a JV update while we're at it. You know, the JVs, they didn't take on Monroe, they took on Wapaka tonight. And Wapaka came down and they had on their dark navy unis with the red and white. And Oregon was scoring left and right out there. I don't even remember who all scored. I think Ollie had at least 2. Oliver Lenhair had a couple. Miles Nimchek, a freshman, getting a goal out there. Freshman defenseman, that's always good to see. I think Kellen might have got a goal out there too. They were scoring left and right. This JV team has been a lot of fun to watch this year. I don't know how much of the action you get to see. You're usually warming up and getting ready, so.
The great words of Sean Peterson when he used to coach JV my freshman year was, he always said, when that 7 o'clock hits and people start coming in, make sure they see that the home team's winning. Those are some great words.
Yeah.
By Sean Peterson. They're great.
And now, when you were a freshman, your brother, so people might recognize the name, your brother was a senior?
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
And so Ty Zerwick, he's keeping his hockey career going. He's playing for the Fightin' Nick Millers at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Yes, correct.
And are they still playing out of the same rink as the Oak, or the Brookfield?
Yes.
What did they used to call their youth team? Was it
Elmbrook?
Elmbrook. Why was I thinking
the
Oak
Silver
Brook.
Eagles, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and so Brookfield East. I know Wisconsin Prep Hockey.net whatever the website is that I'm on several times a week and should have memorized. They have a feature published on Cooper Simon I saw recently. Seems like that guy gets about 5 assists every time I watch him play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a nice rink. Do you ever get out there and watch your brother play?
No, I do not.
No?
They play pretty late, so
Okay.
my parents do every once in a while. They'll come down and not come down, but they'll go over and visit him. But it's too late for me. I would not be able to handle. I mean, some of them games are like at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So
You're not a night owl? You got to have the beauty sleep, get
Oh,
in bed
yeah.
by 10 o'clock, or what?
well, I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, and my phone goes down at around 12. So.
Oh, okay. That seems pretty standard nowadays.
Yeah.
All right. Should we, we'll be back in a couple minutes with the start of the the start of the second period. We're about 3.5 minutes from there. So, folks, if you're listening at home, you got a few minutes to go and grab yourself a bag of chips and a bowl of dip and come back and watch Oregon tie this thing up in the second
yes.
period. Okay. right, happy Friday night, folks. We are back for the start of the second period. I don't know if you can hear me over all the banging of the sticks on the boards, but all right, the puck is dropped on the second period. I'm Matt Kingsley here with Trey Zerwick, and we have Lincoln Stata joining us.
Hello.
Straight from the Pee Wee A team, getting his first chance on the mic here. Have you ever done this before, Lincoln? Have you ever been broadcast live on YouTube for a hockey game?
Nope.
Okay. Well, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
All right, Oregon controlling the puck. They're still on the power play for another 14 seconds. Ethan Dish looking to get a shot off. He's going to pass it to Klun. Down low to Dawson Peterson. Oh, shot goes behind the net. Lindert gets it right back to Peterson. Quick pass. Very lucky by Cameron Newcomer to get a stick on that, because otherwise that would have been a point-blank, really good opportunity for the Panthers. Both teams at full strength, and not for long, as I think Jack Klun just, it's just an icing? Oh, I saw that right in front of the ref. I saw the official's arm go up, and I thought maybe it was for that hit, but that was a good, clean hit.
Well, boys are going to have to come out physical in the second. You know, I think that looking at the score and how the boys played the first 17 minutes doesn't reflect. I think we were playing hard. We got a lot of shots on net, but just they weren't falling in. They weren't going our way. Some words from the coach to the official.
Yeah, what kind of words do we typically hear from, do the coaches have for the officials in between plays?
Usually just questioning. Say, what'd you see there that didn't make you put your hand up? You know, almost making them second guess themselves. That's the coach's job, is to make the refs second guess themselves. So it's not going to change anything after the play, but it's one thing Larry Clemmings did so well was get into the refs' heads.
Yeah, I think you see that at all sports and all levels.
Oh, yeah.
You know, especially some of the best of them. They work the officials. Well, tonight's crew, they haven't been swayed by, I know Brady Spots tried to talk himself out of a roughing penalty last period. But Monroe was able to kill that penalty. And they're able to keep it in the zone here, get it out to the point. Whiffs on a shot is Jace Dagenbaugh, and Shervin giving chase, but good pursuit by Brady Spots to get there first. The puck's loose. Dish, what's he going to do with it? He's going to have a big collision in front of the net. Jack Klun dancing with the puck. He brings it into the zone. He's got Dawson.
Good
But
shot, but just a bit outside. Like the baseball.
Yeah, Klun had a lot on that shot, and it sailed a little bit high and wide. Here's another chance, and Klun puts it in. Off the rebound, and Dawson Peterson's going to get an assist on that one. And there could be a second assist as well. Well, that changes things up. Oregon now down 2-1, or 1-2. Jack Klun continues to rack up the goals from his defenseman spot. Always good to crash that net. Good things happen when you're wide open in front of a net, typically.
Doesn't have to be pretty. Not at all.
And Oregon looks like they've got a little more pep in their step. All right, so Easton Lindert did get an assist on that as well, along with Dawson Peterson on the Jack Klun goal. And Monroe keeping the puck in the zone momentarily. Dawson Peterson's going to be the first man to it, and he sends it up along the boards, gets it to Easton Lindert, who one-hands it all the way down to the goal line, and Monroe sends it right out of the zone. The battle of the 18s there. No, I'm sorry, that's a 19 for Monroe. Brady Stewart battling with Drew Yachman, 18 of Oregon. And it comes back to George Karasek. Tips the puck up ahead off Dish's stick. Shot off the glass, just absolutely died.
Oh, and another great chance from Yachman.
Yeah, really good pass by Dish, giving Yachman a chance. as he was flying to the net.
Oregon's really applying the pressure right now on this Monroe Cheesemakers, so that's a big momentum swing coming into the second. Scoring within the first, what was that, 3 minutes, 4 minutes?
Yeah, they weren't able to get that late first period goal on the power play that we were talking about that would have given them some momentum, but hey, they just waited till early second period, and
oh, wow.
they're flying, even though
no.
the attempted hit, you got to miss there as that dish is down momentarily, but he popped back up. He's tough.
He missed the Monroe player and ended up taking out Ethan Dish. But
there was a funny Oregon on Oregon crime in the JV game earlier today. I don't know if you saw, but Caleb Giese had the puck, and I think it was either Ryberg or Lenhair was waiting up the boards for it, and Caleb decided to take it himself. And right when he got close, the defender came up, and so Caleb wound up taking out his teammate. And Caleb's a big dude, so.
Is a big dude, correct.
Shervin trying to put a hit on. Now Lindert with the puck for Oregon. Lindert's tough. He's one of the strongest players I've seen. Lindert was built like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was 10 years old.
Good stick. Good little pickpocket, as I call it.
Yeah, when Easton's on, he looks so aggressive going after the puck. And now he's just doing it all himself.
Oh!
Great save made by Bradley on the James Shervin shot on a pretty pass from Lindert. Yeah, Easton doing it all. Up and down the ice, playing tough defense, and then making the play happen offensively. Dawson sends it over to Preston Crom. He's separated from the puck. Hans Brandt comes over to play a little D, and now it's Brody Good with the puck. Brings it out of the zone. Preston Crom giving chase. A lot of bodies on the ice as Monroe changes it up.
Here we go again with the defenseman not afraid to show their offensive side. Jack loses the puck, but it's all right. He goes back to Dish. And
beautiful.
Wow.
An absolutely beautiful sequence. OT finishes it. Jack brought it out. Oh, and who else got in there on that other assist?
It was that, I think that was Yak.
Okay. Just some great team offense, great puck movement there by the Panthers. And for starting, that should be 3-2? Or was that just 2-2?
2-2.
Oh, I was thinking we had 3 already. Okay. Oregon came into the period down 2-0. With this flurry of activity, it seemed like it. But it's only 2-2. Oregon ties it up here in the second. Big second period to start.
Like I said, doesn't have to be beautiful. Except that was a beautiful sequence, but it was right in front of the, and another breakaway by Yak.
Goes for the backhand, taken down.
Hey, that's.
So Yakman and Klun with the assists on the goal by Tauschik to tie it up. Once again, OT doing his damage in front of the net. And now the Monroe really trying to hit Oregon with everything they've got here and getting really physical on this possession. Oregon giving it right back. Big hit by Yakman. And there's some pushing and shoving in front of the net.
And an offsides call.
And teams need to take a breath. Preston Crom breathing hard. He took a big hit out there. Yakman breathing hard. He's leaning over the bench, giving some good effort.
Crazy how much hockey has. The momentum can change faster than anything I've ever seen. Like football. Like just 7 minutes ago, it was 2-0 Monroe, and now it's 2-2, and now it looks like we are on the offensive and on the attack, and they're on their heels.
And Oregon's got Lindert, Peterson, and Tauschik out here. And these guys have all looked crisp offensively tonight. Dawson going after the puck in the corner, but Monroe, good job by Canute to use his glove to keep it in. He sends it down and around. And OT gets off a quick wrister, goes wide. Lindert comes up with the puck, tries to get it down low to somebody. And this one's a souvenir.
Lucky fan.
Not too many fans on this side. Maybe the trainer could grab it. Maybe Beth could put her camera down and grab it. I don't know who else is available.
See Barrett Anderson and Caleb Geezy down there, but they did get the puck back, so no souvenir for a lucky fan tonight.
Well, you know, we were talking about this on Tuesday night's broadcast that, you know, these pucks are just plain black and kind of boring. You know, if they had a nice Panther logo or something on them, they'd definitely be worth keeping then.
Good defense by Tim. Good block shot by Jack. Jack up to Sherv.
Oregon the other way. Shervin into the zone. Now bodies crash into each other in the far corner. Dish gets it in tight, gets a shot off, and it's covered up.
Pushing and shoving. This game has gone from a 3 to 100 very, very quick. So it's going to be a good. This is going to be a very good game, like you said before.
So Lincoln, is this what the Pee Wee games look like? This much hitting?
Maybe against Milwaukee Winter Club, but definitely not, no.
Winter Club, that's the team that likes to hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember Winter Club. Oh.
Now, Lincoln, were you just up in, did you guys have a tournament up in Chippewa or somewhere recently?
Yeah, we didn't do very good, though.
Yeah. But that's all right. That's a nice rink, double ice sheet, you know?
Yeah.
Did you guys stay in a fun hotel?
Just like any other hotel.
Okay. Did the coaches let you swim in the pool?
No. Well, they did, but I just didn't really go.
Oh, okay. Strictly business. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I was talking over you. Lincoln Trey asked you when the curfew was.
9, I think.
9. That's a good time to go to bed. Be ready and refueled for the next game.
Especially because we had 2 very early games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are no fun on tournament weekends. I like to be able to have some fun and sleep in till at least, 10 or something instead of having to get up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Another shot ripped by Yachman. Brandley looked like he was going to cover it up, but it popped loose, and now Monroe sends it all the way down for an icing with 8:44 left in the second period of a 2-2 tie game here on this OCA Media broadcast of Panther hockey. I did come across some great Facebook memory photos of in a pool of like half a team on a slide. I think it must have been Squirts or Peewees. I don't know. No, Walker was in there. Kingsley was in there. Former Oregon youth player and now soccer player Zachary Enton was in there.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Oh, Easton Lindert.
Easton. It's that physicality.
Big hit. He had the elbow up a little high, but no call. Benjamin Erdley, the victim on that one. And now Easton with the puck. I thought Erdley was trying to get a hit back on him to get revenge, but he missed. Oh, he left that for his goon. Number 6 comes flying in there. Tyson Folgate takes Lindert down. That could have easily been a charging. It looked like he launched himself, but no call. So definitely the physicality is picked up here in the second period.
And offsides. And
did Sherv touch that one?
Nope.
Apparently not, and it's going to come back for an icing. Let that run down to 7:44, and we'll stop it. 2-2 in the second. A lot of twos. I think we definitely need to get a whistle in about 5 minutes and 22 seconds, so we have nothing but twos on the board. I'd say we could put DiMartino in the box, but he changed his number this year, so.
Yeah, we don't have a 22, do we?
No. So Shervin out there with Crom and Peterson.
The first time seeing Crom tonight. He's been doing a great job with the shifts that he's had, making the most of them.
Yeah, he got his, when was that? Was that the Onalaska game he got a goal? I think it was. He got one of those 3 goals in that big second period that Oregon had. It was almost 4. And then talking about momentum, Onalaska got that goal with about 16 seconds left in the second period, and that definitely changed the momentum going into the period. But right now, Jack Klun's got some momentum. He lets it snap.
By Owen Hicks.
Ooh.
And a bad bounce.
Yeah, Hans Brandt got his legs in there and sends the Oregon pass all the way back behind Coulard. Great pass from Klun to Peterson. Length of the ice. Dawson couldn't quite keep it on his stick, and Monroe's going to be able to get it and get it out the zone.
Oh,
Jack Klun gets his hat knocked off, and we're going to have a whistle there. That's is this 2 games in a row he's got his hat knocked off?
That is correct.
Was that Coach Ethan making a comment down there? I don't think the mics picked it up, and I don't know if I can repeat everything that he said, but he had some advice on help Jack keep his helmet on a little bit better. And we're back to the action.
Looks like they changed up the lines. Now we got Kitty, Dish, and Yachman together. Yachman and Dish back together. That was a surprising change. It seems to be working. I mean, it is 2-2 now, but from all I can remember growing up, and even in my high school years, Yachman and Dish have always been on a line together.
Yeah.
They're like 2 peas in a pod. They're inseparable.
Interesting thing, if you put him out there with DiMartino, you got 3 lefties out there on a line.
That's correct. We do have 3 lefties.
You don't see that too often. Plus another one in Canute Lee. His shot made it all the way through to the leg pad of the goalie Brandley, right in front of the net. Oh! Dish's shot stopped, but Yachman gets his first goal of the year on the rebound. And Oregon takes the lead. Yachman very excited. It seems like he's really been pushing for that goal these last couple games. Seen him skate the puck down into the zone several times and letting it rip. So 6:11 left in the second period, and Oregon has their first lead of the night. Apparently we have the scoring end of the ice and we have the non-scoring end of the ice tonight. Monroe had all their goals in the first, and Oregon on the same side has all theirs in the second.
Assisted by number 12, Kitty DiMartino.
That's a good point for Kitty. An assist from Kitty and Dish. Goal from Andrew Yachman.
Yeah, see, that's prophetic, Trey. You were talking about the chemistry that Dish and Yachman have built up over the years, and then Yachman gets a goal on a pass from Dish, or on a rebound from Dish anyway, which is the same thing. I mean, a good shot that bounces off the goalie is as good as a pass most of the time. You know, Karasek had a chance to put somebody in the hospital there and decided to be a gentleman and not hit that kid in the corner. And that puck is going to be whistled for an icing against the Panthers, and we're going to come back and have a face-off in front and to the left of Coulard. DiMartino going right back out there, this time with Yachman and Linder. It's still 3 lefties on the forward line. Maybe that's, maybe it's lefty day today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it worked last time. Klun with a big hit.
Klun kicks it out. Great way using his feet. Big hit by Easton. This physicality is really amping up right now. And oh, Kitty tries to get a piece of 5. That's Cameron Newcomer trying to get a little jab at Cooley.
Yeah. So, do you know any of these kids on the Monroe squad?
I cannot say I do. I
Okay.
I know Dawson usually knows somebody, or I feel like he's played with probably some of these guys before.
That has been a running point of discussion in these broadcasts about Dawson either making new friends or saying hello to his old friends.
Correct.
No, but the reason I asked about Monroe is I thought it was interesting with Newcomer. He's listed as a starter. He's one of the leading scorers this year, tied for the team lead coming into tonight's game. And yet I didn't see him on there for last year, so I don't know if he was playing elsewhere last year or if...
He is a newcomer, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the name fits. Maybe he played under a different name and he just wanted to start fresh. I'm not sure. And Lindert tripped up from behind. No call. Oregon sends the puck down low. DiMartino sends it down to give his teammates, some of them, a chance to change.
Good hold by Jack.
Dances around. I thought we'd see a hit, but Jack a little too nimble and crafty.
Oh.
Great rip by Preston Crom, saved and sent over the net by Brandley. And now here comes Monroe. Brady spots with the puck. Karasek pokes it away.
We call it the extendo stick, because George has the longest stick you can have, plus a 4-inch extension on it.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're 6'6". You gotta get that long stick, and it's been working for him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if poke checks were a stat, I think he'd be leading the Badger Conference.
Yes, 100%. Good student section tonight too.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest it's been so far this year. And it looks like Monroe sent quite a few people up over on the cheesemaker side of things.
Big hit.
And a little bit extra there as the players try to get up. It was James Shervin. Had a hand around his neck there, or not. An arm around his shoulder. Maybe that's a better way to phrase it, preventing him from getting up right away. There's Shervin.
Spinorama doesn't connect with anybody. It was meant to go to dish. That looks, nope.
Jack got a piece of it, so there won't be any icing. Cooley leaves it there for him. Jack taken down in the corner. Almost lost his helmet again. Great job by Easton to come over at the last minute and interrupt that centering pass. And thankfully, Monroe didn't have anybody right there to spring on it.
Good play by Preston, just dump and change. Put some fresh new guys, and it looks like Easton's C letter just popped off.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen a C pop off anybody's shirt before. And Cooley covers it up with 2:27 left in the second period. So did the official come over and give the C to the bench there?
Yes, he did.
And no face-off for Brady Spots. He's removed.
Good win by Easton. Looks like
Alt takes his place, but Oregon controls the puck momentarily. Yachman tripped up by the A on the tradesman logo. Oh, weird bounce in the corner. Hit the door just right. But it doesn't do any damage.
good hit by Easton, separating the man from the puck. Ends up with it.
He's almost able to get the one-man fast break, but instead Yachman comes up. He lets it rip from just inside the blue line. Pretty easy glove save there for Brandley with 1:55 left in the period. Oregon up 3-2 over the Cheesemakers of Monroe. If you're just tuning in, that's Monroe in the red with the black trim, and that's Oregon in the white with the orange and black. But I figure most people tuning in probably know that. But just in case, there might be some randoms that, you know, we're watching a Joe Rogan podcast on YouTube and somehow came across this. Easy save for Couillard, sends it into the corner. Batted down
No hand pass. There is no hand pass in the defensive zone. Oh, nope.
There's a whistle for something.
Apparently there is. There shouldn't be hand passes in the defensive zone. It's a rule.
It wasn't really. He batted it straight down too, which I didn't think was ever a hand pass.
No,
but
especially.
either way, the face-off is going to be.
It is a WIA rule.
Yeah, that,
Via my dad, no matter what, wherever the puck was last stopped at is where it stands. So you could have an icing called off, but if the whistle blows and the puck is down in the other team's zone, it stays in the other team's zone.
oh, Desmond Kingsley getting a shift. He helps dig the puck out over to Dish and over to Peterson, but I think Monroe's going to get this. Gibson Daly, first man to it, gets it up to Brody Good, and he's going to send it down for an icing. Not sure what the intent was there, but Oregon will take it. 55 seconds and a face-off in front of Brandley. And they've got Tauschik, Lindert, and Yachman taking the ice with Big Timmy G, Tim Grice, and Jackson Klund. Monroe's going to send Brady Stewart to handle this face-off against Lindert. Stewart, a senior. Lindert almost snuck that puck right around him. Good burst of speed by Hans Brandt to get past Klund and get a shot off on Cooley. What are we at, 46 seconds? All right. 46 seconds left in the hand. I'll get this clock adjusted here. And now Monroe with a good chance with the face-off here in front of Coulard to be able to maybe get this one last rush. Oh yeah, thank you, Trey. Yachman tries to center it to Lindert. Broken up by the goalie, Brock Brandley. Brock's a good name for a hockey goalie.
Jack passes up the middle, nobody's there. Tim just sends it back down. Let Easton deal with it. Jock Shat saved. Early stoppage though. Looked like Brock did not have full possession of it, but it's a hard spot to be in with the ref.
Yeah, and there's definitely, there's got to be something there. You want to protect the goalie at all costs, right? Err on the side of caution, maybe. Yeah, either way, Oregon with a face-off right here in their attacking end. Brady spots and Easton Lindert. Comes out to Jack Klund. He lets it rip. It finds its way through.
They'll just ice it and it goes.
Jack let that one rip and it was going to the left of the goalie, and somehow it bounced out, and then the net was open on the right side. Oregon didn't quite have anybody in position for the rebound. Everybody was on the other side of the net, but it was still a good possession by Oregon, a good, getting a lot of bodies in front of Brandley, causing some confusion. And they're going to try it again. 9 seconds to try and get one. Lindert with the puck. He's going to backhand.
Oh.
Glove save made. Brandley got a piece. Shervin gets it back out to the blue line, but we're going to run out of time, and Oregon won't be able to get a shot off as the second period comes to an end. Good period for the Panthers. They score 3 and take a 3-2 lead over Monroe. And so I'm gonna read a few things here, give you guys some information on OCA Media. But before I do, Trey and Lincoln, do you guys have any comments on that second period?
I think that is exactly what Oregon needed to do. I think they executed very well. They kept the pressure on the entire period. I think Cole must have said something to, up the ante a little bit with them. I mean, going from 2-0 at the end of the first to 3-2 at the end of the second is very, very good for Oregon, and they need to keep the pressure on and not let their foot off the gas.
All right. Lincoln, do you have any thoughts?
I think Trey pretty much said it all.
All right.
What about you, Matt?
Oh, I think I agree 100%. you know, it's pretty easy, I suppose, when you're down to, you know, you could hang your head. You could just be like, oh, you know, we suck or whatever. Whatever negative thoughts you might have. And that's not what the Panthers did. They kept fighting and were able to dominate and take control of this game. That's it.
Yep, 14 for Brock and 5 for Nicholas Schoolyard. So, yeah.
So Oregon definitely, you know, dominating the shots. They obviously outscored them 3-0, but only giving up 5. Like, Cooley only had to make 5 saves that period. I thought Monroe did a better job keeping up the pressure than that, but, you know, Oregon defensemen doing a great job, and I should say all players, you know, the forwards as well, getting their sticks in there and really interrupting things, getting bodies in there and hitting. There was a lot more hitting in that second period as well. So, you know, maybe the physical style of play is benefiting Oregon. I think a couple of the games this year, they've been out physical. And so it's good to see them out physicaling somebody else today. All right, next question for Lincoln. What are there any concerts you're looking forward to going to coming up?
Possibly Eminem.
Eminem?
Ooh.
Where is he coming to, Wisconsin or Chicago?
I don't know. We've just been talking about going to a bunch of different concerts. I'd like to see Eminem sometime.
Okay. And Trey, you might not know this, but last summer, Lincoln and I went to the Cage the Elephant and Young the Giant concert together, and that was awesome.
Yeah, it sounds sweet.
Down at Breeze Stevens. It's a good place for a show.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. So we've got about 9.5 minutes until the third period starts. And I got to let the folks know a little bit about OCA Media because, you know, if you're enjoying this broadcast of Panther Sports, it's put together by a nonprofit group. And there's a couple of full-time employees, but otherwise it's all, you know, part-time, and it's a lot of student help. So we've got an OHS. Are you a senior? So Ben's on the camera, and he's a senior. And, of course, we've got Trey on the mic, and he's a junior. So we've got some OHS guys chipping in. And that's what most of these games are done by, is all the camera crew. And in years past, sometimes it's, you know, volunteer broadcasters, oftentimes students. So it's a great opportunity for these guys to learn some skills and to help out in their community. And if your business or organization wants to join the family of sponsors or support OCA Media in any way, you can contact our executive director, Paul Zwicker. His email address is paul, P-A-U-L, at ocamedia.com for more information. And so if you're wondering what OCA Media is, think like PBS, your public broadcasting, right? It's a community access television station. You know, it covers local events, and each year OCA Media streams hundreds of local events and original programming, and you can get that on Charter. You can get it on TDS if you have either of those cable providers, and you know, you can get it on YouTube. We live stream not just sporting events, but all sorts of other civic activities, meetings. And if you are watching it on YouTube, I encourage you to click that subscribe button and join the thousands of subscribers and get those notifications of when we stream exciting Panther sporting events. And in the past year, OCA Media has done over 400 events. So, I mean, this is a nonprofit organization that is working hard to give the people of the community all the information and entertainment and sports programming that they can handle. Right? And we do rely on the generous financial support of our local business partners. And so we encourage you to join that team. And again, those sponsors include the Village of Oregon, great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues to the Booster Club directly support student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. So, as I mentioned, award-winning productions like this one are made possible from the support of those sponsors I just mentioned and from viewers like you. So please consider joining our family of sponsors. And you can also visit OCAmedia.com for more information. OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes. The third period is going to start in about 6 minutes. 1, 2, 3 Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Oregon's ready for it. They're finding a way without their spiritual leader, Trey Zerwick, leading the chance. I think you're probably the loudest at getting them riled up. That's been my observation so far this year.
Someone's got to do it. You know, we had the great Brock Buskagger throughout the years, and he was always the voice. And someone had to step up, and that just happens to be me. So,
okay.
Nice win back from Lindert.
Yeah, Lincoln and I were just talking about Brock during the break there. That's Lincoln's buddy.
Yeah, he used to be my buddy back in 4th grade.
Here comes Lindert on the attack. He's taken out, undercutted. He crashes into the net, then crashes into the backboards.
Slow to get up.
Some dangerous defense there by Monroe. Lindert was coming with a head of steam. I wonder if we're going to get a penalty on that takedown. Doesn't look like it. Trainer's coming out right away on this one.
Pops back up. Looks like he's fine.
Yeah. Easton Lindert is tough as nails. So.
Yes, he is.
And let's see. Oh, he's got the C back on his chest, too.
Yeah, look at that.
Plays so hard that his C popped off earlier today. And he's still going to be a gentleman and help escort the trainer. I don't know. Is Lisa on vacation? We've had a couple different trainers in here.
I think Lisa's been stuck doing, or not stuck, but the basketball games.
Oh, I suppose.
I think she'd rather be in the warm weather with a nice 70-degree.
Yeah, it looks like you're starting to shiver a little bit.
Oh yeah,
there.
no, I was in the locker room, and it's so nice and warm in there. Coming out here's a.
Do you want my gloves?
Oh no, I'm all right. Thanks though, Matt.
Do you want my turtleneck? I could take that off, and you could put it on over your suit there.
No, I'll bear through.
Okay. Okay. Big hit by Preston Crom. Takes a man down. That might be the first time Preston Crom's put a guy on his butt this year.
Yeah,
although he has been hitting.
Oh yeah.
Always interesting to see what a freshman can do, or even a first year.
Yeah.
You know, you get your first taste of varsity action.
Well,
oh, George pushed from behind.
Yeah, there's going to be a penalty. I don't
you
know
know
if Cooley sees it or not. But
that guy, he's lucky that George is so nice.
Oh yeah, if that was me personally, there would have been a retaliation penalty. But George has been known to, keep calm and let it happen.
So Brady Spots is going to go into the box.
Brady Spots, 2 minutes for cross check.
Cross check is the call. And we have an Oregon power play with 16 minutes even. 1 minute into the third period. I guess I was just a hair slow on stopping the clock there. One of those whistles. Owen Tauschik giving the big chop with his stick, trying to, he's lucky that 15 there, Carter Nemmergut hung on to his stick. You know, it's, if you slash the stick out of somebody's hand, the refs usually see that one. It's not always called though, but it's supposed to be, right?
Oh yeah.
Oregon on the attack. Dawson Peterson brings it into the zone, puts on the brakes, tries to drop it to Lindert. Puck bounces. Tauschik tries a centering pass to Dish, intercepted. Monroe with some bodies in front of the net.
Brody takes a shot, easily blocked by Cooley though.
Yeah, Brody Good doing some good penalty kill though. That possession allowed his 3 teammates to change up.
Good dump in by Lindert, and Dawson stick handling up to Easton. Easton will take a shot, blocked by number 7, Hans.
What do you think of that name, Hans? Would you ever name a kid Hans?
As in Han Solo?
Yeah, or with the S.
No, I think of the Adam Sandler movie. Can't place it. Can't place the name of it.
Let's see. It's not Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore.
Nope.
There were no Hans in there. The Zoltan?
No, it's Adam Sandler plays the dad.
Clicked.
I can't remember.
Uncut Gems. flick?
I don't think so.
Well, either way, shot on Couillard, save made.
That's My Boy is the movie I was referring
Oh, okay.
to.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. All right, penalty's over as Shervin brings the puck into the zone. He lets a shot rip. It goes wide. He was had a defense or a player defending him tight. Might have affected that shot. Good job by Knut Lee to get that puck up to Yachman. Yachman makes a move around somebody, gets the puck taken away. Three defenders back to protect Brandley.
Oh, and a good.
Yeah.
Really just
Wise by Cooley to cover that one up. Not much else he could do. With 13:34 left in the third period, Oregon has that 1-goal lead. Yeah, that was a dangerous looking breakaway, and the Monroe player was able to at least get a stick on it, but wasn't able to possess that hot pass coming in. Oh, we got some youngsters. We got some peewees over there horsing around at the top of the stairs. That looks dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Is that your goalie up there, or is he a different peewee goalie? Brooks?
Yeah, that is my goalie.
Oh, good find. Oh, and Kitty takes a shot. Saved by Brock, though.
Yeah, great chance for Kitty. Great setup. And it's going to come back, possessed by Karasek. Over to Knut Lee. He turns and fires, gets it. Oh, I thought it was out of the zone, but apparently not. Great centering pass. Good job by Peterson to get his stick in there and prevent number 6 from getting a shot off, Tyson Folgate. Dawson kills a little time with that puck and allows his teammates to change.
Good stick by Dawson, keeping it in their zone.
Well, Mr. Peterson said Dawson was a little under the weather, but he's certainly not looking like it today. He's been getting a lot of minutes, and he's skating hard.
Good find by Jack.
Yachman gets it up to Shervin. Shervin, one man to beat, battle of the fours.
Oh, and
sticking with it. I think the puck was loose there as an Oregon player came in, tried to finish it.
looks like Tauschik couldn't quite get to it, though.
Yeah, Brandley must have had enough of a grip on that puck. I think I just heard Coach Hefty say that he's blind to the ref, that he himself was. I don't think he was accusing the official of any short-sightedness. I have seen a coach pull off his glasses and show them to an official, and that official never worked another game.
Oh.
The number 15 on the Oregon roster there.
That's a little bit high there.
Yeah.
Well, the refs are surely letting them play today, but
Yeah. Shervin's hat almost popped off his head after that hit, and he just kind of shook it back into place. Might not be the happiest about it, but either way, we're still playing 5-on-5 hockey with 11:50 left in the third period. The Oregon Panthers with a 3-2 lead over the Monroe Cheesemakers. When's the last time you were down at the Monroe rink, Trey?
I think my freshman year was the last time I've been there. We played, well, obviously we played Monroe, but
Yeah. Were you sick of that place after the COVID year?
Oh,
Where
we played
no
them
games in Dane County?
so many times.
And I'm pretty sure Monroe won every one of those
Yeah,
games.
probably.
That was rough.
Good draw one by Easton. Oh,
Good.
and 3 on ref came.
Yeah, George Karasek getting crafty with the puck. Unfortunately, it went right into the skates of the official over there. It's sometimes I'm very impressed by the agility shown by the officials to jump and get out of the way of pucks and players, but they can't do it every time.
Nope.
Good thing it's not like soccer. In soccer, when the ball touches the ref, you're supposed to blow the whistle and stop play. If you did that in hockey, it would be,
Quite often.
yeah, you'd add an extra 20 minutes of game time on with all the stoppages. Preston Crom looking to hit somebody into the boards, but Brody Good shakes that one off.
Good stick lift by Dish. That's one thing that we've been working on these past couple days has been our stick lifting when a shot happens, so an opposing player can't get a tip on it.
All right.
It's a great example of what Dish just did.
Well,
No high, and high. Never mind, I stand corrected.
so good to hear that some people are paying attention to their coaching and taking those lessons into the games. Is that, that's not Viper down there?
That is Viper.
Oh, it is.
Good old Viper.
What the heck is he doing with the goalies down there?
I could not tell you. The goalies are just,
Being goalies?
oh yeah, they got to keep themselves entertained.
And we're back to the action. We've got a, is that Jackson Crompton?
Oh,
getting,
big
his
hit
action?
by, or not Dish, excuse me, Tauschik.
I call
Dish.
that the OT special right there.
Dish took the worst of it though. He comes off the ice limping. I hope he's all right.
And Oregon brings it into the zone. Jack Klun's going to hold it in there. He's looking for a teammate. Instead, it goes right into the body of a Monroe Cheesemaker who skates to the bench, number 19. Oregon building a wall in front of Couillard. The puck still gets through. Cooley makes the save. Back out to the blue line. Blocked by Easton Lindert. Got in the way of that shot. Whacked out of the zone by Yachman. And sent straight back in by Monroe, but they only have one person giving chase. And he's able to disrupt. Good effort by Brady Spots.
Kitty with the
DiMartino.
chance.
Saved by Brandley. DiMartino not giving up. He's taking on 4 guys and making it difficult. Great work by Keaton
stick by
DiMartino,
Scher.
affectionately known as Kitty.
Kitty.
Of course, that name might seem familiar to Oregon hockey fans. He's the younger brother of Brayton DiMartino.
Oh yeah. Oh, nut. Lowers his shoulder, but Kitty with another opportunity. Stick lifted by Jace.
Dagenbaugh.
Dagenbaugh.
And
Swinging a-
Colgate's. Oh, go ahead.
Just to say, swing and a miss by Canute Lee. Oh, and spinorama and
Yeah, good rush by Lindert. Save made and covered up by Brandley. What are we at here? It's a lot easier with the gloves off. I'll take the cold hand to be able to better manipulate the clock here. So we have 8:25 left in the period, and Lindert is going to battle Brady Stewart on this face-off. Those two have been in the face-off circle quite a bit tonight.
good shot by
Oregon
Jack.
wins
Off
that
the
one.
Blocker of Brock up into the net. Stays in their zone.
And Stewart and Lindert are going to battle for another face-off. These guys, they could exchange some Christmas cookie recipes as much as they've been hanging out. Another shot from Klun. This one blocked right up front. OT puts it home. Tauschik gives Oregon the 4-2 lead, and he's going straight to the studio to celebrate.
Looks like there's no easy button today. Oh, there it is. A little late. And there's another one from 5 feet away.
Hey, you know, I think it's a lot easier to score from 5 feet away than it is from 20.
That is true.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing if I was OT.
Oh, no. That puts them to, what was the last game? I overheard you guys talking about it, I feel like.
Yeah, I need to double check with Ava and Sanaya because there's some things, so the goal totals that you would find online aren't going to be accurate. There was, I know Jack's been shorted a couple of goals, but one of them I don't know if we can fix because it was in McFarland. And so I think they were responsible for entering that box score. But you know, if you remember, like the whole crowd went whoa when they announced the wrong person for the
that's
goal
correct.
that Jack scored. And then there's, I think in the second game of the year, we have somehow one of the goals got entered twice, and the last one didn't get entered.
Interesting.
So Klun and Lindert got the assist on the Tausche goal to make it 4-2. And that's a little bit more breathing room for Oregon. That's got to feel good.
Can't get too comfortable, though.
No, not at all. I mean, Monroe certainly showed what they were capable of. Scored that first goal real early in the first period. And they've had their fair share of good chances. Karasek banging into number 3 in the corner, Dagenbaugh. Now Shervin escapes with the puck. He's got Crom and Peterson up in front of him. I don't know, Peterson might have been into the zone before the puck, but the official was right there on the blue line, so
good shot.
Perfect timing.
Knut. Easy glove save though by Brock.
It sounds like the Beastie Boys are coming through, even though like we've got the camera mic all the way down, so that's just coming in from our mics. But I hope we don't get get shut down. Somebody did. I don't remember who it was, but they told me they went to try and watch it the game right afterwards, and YouTube had the sign up that it was, unavailable.
Oh, here's Ashton Wolf on the ice.
Wolfie with the puck. He's trying to keep it away from Blake Folgate. Wait, do they have 2 Folgates? They do. They have a Tyson Folgate and a Blake Folgate. I think it's Tyson Folgate's the bit of an instigator. He's gotten a little physical as Cooley gloves and holds. With 6:43 left in the game, barring overtime. And Lindert's going to come in for dish. And he's going to work out there with Wolf, Klun, Yachman, and Tauschik in front of Couillard. Taking the face-off is Benjamin Erdley.
Jack rings it around the boards. Owen gets a stick on it, and that's a good play by Owen.
Yeah, I really like what I've seen out of OT this year. I think he's having a rock-solid senior year. He's racking up those goals. Very effective on the power play. And, he's smiling in his senior banner.
Oh, yeah.
I think is Walker the other smiler? I know there were only 2 smiling. Where are they going to put all the senior banners next year?
Oh, I have no clue. Yeah, let's see, we got a lot of guys. It reminds me of our freshman year. The seniors, there was a lot of them. Let's see, how many do we have?
Let's see. So we're talking about Ty's class.
Yep.
Was, let's see, Dosher,
Jacob Cameron.
Eddie,
Yep.
Kerry Weedle.
Cam Mueller, Brock McFarland, Josh Keene. Trying to think who else.
I know there was another defenseman with Mueller.
Oh, Kyle Barnish.
And Charlie Barnish.
And Charlie Barnish, yep. Yeah, I think they had 9 or 10, maybe, seniors.
Yeah, a big group. And I think there might be 13 juniors right now, if I'm not mistaken.
And we've all been playing together since I can remember.
Yeah. I think that I think it's pretty close, but I think that there's more 2008 juniors than there are 2007 juniors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Of course, at the youth levels, it's going to be done by birth year rather than the grade you're in school. That's a USA Hockey
good save.
Setup.
Oh!
Yeah, saved by Cooley. The rebound bounced in front of him, and he leapt onto it. We're going to have a face-off in front of Cooley in the near face-off circle.
Kenny getting active, and the bench seems to like it. Active meaning physical.
certainly no stranger to getting physical. He's a tough running back for the Oregon football team. And he's a pretty good lacrosse player as well.
Oh,
yeah,
he's a great lacrosse player. He's a goalie. He's not afraid of anything, let me tell you. Lacrosse goalies, oh.
Yeah, we still have our lacrosse goalie with us.
I mean, go ahead, Matt.
Well, I was just going to ask Lincoln. I mean, do you watch some of the older goalies and try and pick up some lessons from them and emulate their game at all?
Yeah. Like, whenever I went to the games, I would always watch Logan.
Yep, Logan's a great example of a lacrosse goalie. I mean, God, I don't even know how many times he broke his thumb quite a bit playing lacrosse. He had this special custom-made, really big finger pad that was like made out of like, good save by Cool. That was made out of like Kevlar or something really heavy metal or something. But man, I feel like every week he would re-break it. Oh. And the welts that goalies have are crazy.
Yeah, the amount of welts on my shins are.
Oh yeah.
Well, how many times have you broken your thumb, Lincoln? Has that happened to you yet?
I haven't sprained anything. Never.
Okay, that's good. And then is the college lacrosse season in the spring?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to tune into some Cleveland State lacrosse, they can catch Logan. Is that any word? Is he going to be the man out there? Is he going to have to, pull a Jordan Love and kind of bide his time until he gets his chance?
That is a great question. I do not know the answer to. I know. Go ahead.
Or you can look at Drew Kesnick. He plays for Detroit Mercy.
Oh yeah, Drew Kesnick.
Yeah, Oregon seemed to have really developed a pretty good lacrosse tradition pretty fast, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Shervin takes a dive, aided by the stick of a Cheesemaker. Good job by Grice to stick with that puck and get it up to Peterson. Over to Klun, he's going to let it rip. OT doing his best to screen the goalie, and Brandley kicks it into the corner. Another shot off the pad of Brandley. Grice races up to keep it in the zone. Now Tausche comes back to hold him. Shervin comes out of nowhere to keep that puck in the zone. Now he skates behind. Big collision as Shervin's double teamed. Oh, and Tausche comes. He might have taken the worst of that one with Owen Hicks. And we're
looks like are they both going, or just 24 is Owen Hicks. Looks like they got an elbow in.
Yeah, getting a little loose with that elbow, and or is it OT getting the elbow in?
Head contact.
Or the head contact.
My guess is Owen got. Oh, they went on it. They got it on Owen. I thought it was the other way around. I thought they got Owen Hicks.
Well, Tausche came in pretty hard, and Hicks was able to hold his ground, and OT's the one that bounced off, but he got that arm up a little high, and he's going to have to do a couple minutes in the box. And, I guess if you're looking for a silver lining, this gives Oregon the chance to just send that puck down the ice every time they get it. Conversely, I guess it's a moot point now as Monroe is able to put it in the power play goal. A muted celebration as Brady Spots, their #1 goal scorer, leads the charge. He left all his teammates in the dust, though, on that handshake line. Maybe he's just so fast they can't keep up with him. I don't know. And so it's back to a 1-goal game. It's and I was about to start questioning when Brandley was going to come out of goal, and I guess that same question still remains.
Good stick. That's that long stick of George Karasek right there. Good pressure by Kitty.
I think, yeah, DiMartino, I don't know if it was his first JV action of the year, but he was out there for a couple periods today, and I don't know if that fired him up or what, but he's getting some big-time run here in the third period, and he's making the most of it. very effective shifts for DiMartino.
Scored by number 8, Brady Spots. Assisted by number 5, Cameron Newcomer. And for 17, Patrick Hall.
So the scoring on that goal, it was Spots, Brady Spots from Patrick Alt and Cameron Newcomer. The guys you'll find right up at the top of Monroe's scoring chart so far this year.
Good stick by Sherv. See if George can do something with it.
He bats at it, but Monroe keeps it in the zone. Good rush by Brady Spots. You can see why he's leading the team in goals. He flies around out there. He's always after the puck. Well, that time, Cameron Newcomer let the puck get behind him, and Oregon's going to have a chance. Shervin's got one man to beat. He gets the puck past him, but poked away by Brandley.
That was a good play by Brandley. Not afraid to come out of the net a little bit. Oh, and
Yachman broke a stick. I think that might have clipped Brandley in the head there as the blade certainly went right past his dome. Regardless, Monroe sends it all the way down where Dawson Peterson's happy to sit on that puck and wait for the perfect pass.
And not offside. Oh, never mind. I did not see the official down there.
Monroe had to send everybody out of the zone as we were in the final minute of regulation in the third period. Monroe with a chance, but trying to shoot through multiple Panther defenders. And the puck deflects high and into the corner. Oregon bounces it off. There shouldn't be icing because it was just going too slow. Empty net. Brandley's out.
Shoots.
He got a piece of it, so there's been no icing. He did a good job to deflect it. That looked like it was on target. Oregon trying to get that empty netter and get everybody free ice cream, the 5-goal free-for-all. Or is that only Badger games?
I think that's only Badger games.
Okay. 20 seconds left. Monroe desperate to get a shot off. Good defense by Tauschik to prevent the shot from getting off, as now Canute Lee digs it out, but his pass is taken away. Dawson Peterson's going to get it, send it up the ice. It's going to be an icing with 3 seconds left on the clock.
In the game, right before my friend's game, Eau Claire B tomahawked the kid in the head.
Ooh.
And he knocked him out.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to hear more about this. I think Monroe's probably taking a timeout to draw up the miracle play. All right, so somebody hit somebody in the head with a stick?
Yeah, just completely. So the kid who got tomahawked slashed the kid, and then the other kid just came up, tomahawked him in the head, and then he got knocked out.
Yikes. Did this, when and where was this?
Eau Claire, and it was right before my friend's game.
Okay. And is this like a friend your age? So this is some peewees?
Friends, yeah.
Oh, peewee is too young to be swinging sticks at people's head, although there was a kid from Dodgeville that did that multiple times. In addition to, calling kids the N-word on the ice and all kinds of other naughty stuff. But, I don't know if that guy's still playing hockey, but.
Probably not. I think.
You know who I'm talking about? We won't say any names.
Yeah,
but,
I think, Oh, the guy that you said, I wonder what his punishment would be. With him being so young, maybe they might let him off a little easy, but.
Well, we had an incident, and it wasn't even anything with intent, but it was on a peewee team, and Cam White, for that kicking penalty, and he was just trying to kick at a puck, and the ref gave him, an ejection or, a game DQ.
Oh.
The ref's hand is up. He's breaking up the punishment. An amazing shot off the face-off. It goes high over Cooley's shoulder, glove side, and we're going to have some overtime. It was a good goal right at the buzzer.
I thought that hit the post and out.
Yeah. That's what it looked like from this angle.
But obviously, the ref saw otherwise, and that's the final decision. So.
Well, the one did signal. They are talking about it. They put it up on the board though. So now we've got to remember to get the right time in for the overtime. I think it's a 12-minute period, assuming that we have it.
That's tough as soon as it hits 0.
Yeah, here we're thinking the game is over, and we're just, you know, yapping about swinging sticks at people's heads.
Meanwhile, the puck goes in as soon as it hits 0.
Yeah, and it's, you know, at this level, you're not going to have any kind of video replay or assist or anything like that, but
Yeah.
there's certainly enough time with 3 seconds to get the puck off the face-off. Oh, we're trying to listen in.
We could go look back on Live Barn. Actually, yeah, we could go look back on Live Barn.
You could rewind the live stream on OCA Media as well if you're watching on YouTube. Or, I don't know, I would imagine with the cable networks, do they still have like the TiVo thing where you can rewind it? So Patrick Alt unassisted.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything good down there?
No, I couldn't. All I heard was that he explained that it bounced crossbar and then back post and then out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looked good to me from here. And obviously the officials were in a perfect vantage point. Oh. I turned my own mic off there. I forgot how we started this there. Trey and I switched spots early in the game, so I just turned, sorry about that little crash in there as he took his headset off to go do a nature call and maybe get some more information. Maybe we'll do a little investigative journalism while we're down there, but either way, we're going for some extra hockey. When it was up 4-2, when Oregon was up 4-2, it looked like they had the game well under control, but this late flurry of activity by Monroe certainly paid off. Oh, Ben's got the replay up. Is this OCA Media? Yeah. So he's got it in the super slow-mo. We're watching the face-off. Oh, the ref skate. If it wasn't for the ref skate, that goal doesn't happen. So off the face-off, it was going to the corner, but it hit the official, the linesman that dropped the puck. It bounced off his skate and went right to the stick of Alt, who stepped up and fired an absolute rocket over Couillard's shoulder.
Yeah, that's a tough loss there.
Yeah, well, you know, not a loss. There's still overtime.
Yeah.
What are trying to figure out some directionality here as the teams are going to switch sides, apparently. Brantley was down in the same net he was in for the third period, but he and Couillard switch their nets. So we just, so Ben had the replay, and off the face-off, the puck was heading toward the corner, and it would have been game over, but it hit the skate of the linesman, bounced from there right to Alt's stick, and he put it in. Oh, yeah, I had your mic down, Trey. I turned it back up. So
wow, that's unfortunate event. You know, there's nothing you can do. If this was soccer rules, you know, it'd be like you said before, blown dead. But
yeah, I think back in the Wisconsin Whalers era of hockey, all of those wonderful junior hockey players that played out of this rink several years ago, the term that they used a lot was tough bounce.
Yep.
And so we've got a
big hit by Yakman. Yakman using that physicality.
Good poke by Tim there.
all right, so the first overtime game this year, I put 5 minutes on the clock. The second overtime game, I put 12 minutes on the clock, and there's only supposed to be 8. So
fast break by
Here
Scherf.
comes-
Scherf shoots. Blocked. Shot.
ooh, Crom almost got a rebound. Couldn't quite get it all on that bouncing puck.
Good
And Monroe sends it all the way down for an icing.
Good pressure by Oregon, you know. When you see another team ice it like that, that's a good, what am I trying to say? That's a good indicator that they're on their heels. And if they can pull this off, this would be huge for us. This would be a good morale boost too, not just, when you hear the banging, all the boys are fired up.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if we're supposed to be, you know, homer announcers or neutral, but I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing a good celebration out of the white and orange and black here. And I'll adjust the time. We're at 6:40 left in overtime, so those of you watching right now, you might see a little bit more, and somebody's cold breathing is coming through on the mics. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, I'm currently wearing a turtleneck, a hoodie, 2 pairs of pants, and 2 pairs of socks. I came prepared.
All I'm wearing is a hoodie and some PJ pants.
Yeah, that's awful thin. I think I've done enough of these games up here. I spent the whole 3rd period shivering on Tuesday night, so I didn't want a repeat of that. I think stopped at the REI Co-op, and they were all out of the rechargeable hand warmers.
Ooh. And an icing off of Oregon. They'll be brought back into their zone. And I don't know if high school, if it's 1 overtime and then a shootout, or if it's 2 overtimes.
I think it's 1 overtime and a tie.
Oh, they don't do shootout? Is this a conference game?
It is. Oh, this is a conference game. Is that different?
I'm pretty sure it would be different.
Okay.
Good
And
save by
Cooley covers up after making the save. 5:55 left in overtime. So this is, it's been a back and forth game. Monroe had 2 goals in the first period. Oregon came back and took the lead with 3 goals in the second. They went up 4-2 in the third. And Monroe with 2 late goals, including 1 as time expired, to tie it up. That's why you never quit. Keep playing. Yeah, Jack and OT playing a little 2-man game. OT with the puck. That's Owen Tauschik with the puck on his stick.
Shot, glove save, or blocker save.
Yeah, went up high into the glass behind Brandley. Easton Lindert comes up with the puck. Ooh, he tried to get it over to Yachman. We got the lefty Yachman over on the right side. It's a tough place to try and play a backhand on that hard pass from Lindert. It comes all the way out to center ice where Tim Grice touches it up momentarily, but the other 17 takes the puck. 5:10 is the time left in the overtime period, and we're going to have a face-off in front of Cooley. And it looks like James Shervin's going to try and win this puck for Oregon. And he's going to go up against, who else? Brady Stewart, the king of the face-offs tonight.
It's a good win by Sherv.
Yep, huge win in front of your own goalie.
Good play by Dawson. Dawson up to Kitty. Kitty up to Sherv. Sherv using his speed.
He's got a lot of that.
Big hit by Sherv.
And Monroe sends it high and deep. This is right on target, so Cooley's going to have to cover it up as Brody Kane was skating in hard right at him. Oh, did I? Oh, looks like I forgot to stop the clock there, folks, but 4:45 is the time remaining in the OT. In the overtime, not to be confused with OT as in Owen Tauschik.
Sherv just rips it across the ice to Dawson. Dawson up to Kitty. Kitty loses it, but back to Dawson very easily. Takes his time, finds Kitty. Kitty just dumps it in, and that'll be a whistle.
Eventually. Brandley had that thing covered for a couple seconds before maybe the refs thought he would change his mind as he didn't really have anybody bearing down on him. So Tauschik and Dish coming out with Lindert. We're going with the lefty line again. You know, I think Oregon should just get this back to Big 17 and let Tim Grice fire the game winner.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work. Instead, it comes over to Jack Klun's side. He works it around to Yachman. Yachman battling 2 Cheesemakers.
Does a good job with it.
And
Picks
Dish
up by
comes in to
Dish.
steal that puck from
Finds
the crowd.
Lindert just dumps it back in, keeping the pressure on.
And now Monroe with possession. They're going to work it around and get it out of the zone, but Jack Klun waiting for it. Oh, taken away. Gets his pocket picked by Tyson Folgate.
Dish with a good opportunity. 3-on-1 and a good stick by number 2. That is Brody Good. Oh, a good fired shot by Yachman. Just
Yeah, Jack Klun came up, found the puck, and then found the open man. And Yachman, who was waiting in the far circle, saved by Brandley, sends the puck up into the net, and we have a stoppage. 3:47 left in the OT period. Scherv back on the faceoff. He's got Preston Crom to his left and Owen Tauschik to his right. And Scherv's going to take this one himself. Centering pass! Preston Crom with the game winner. Great effort by James Shervin to steal that puck on the faceoff, take it himself, and find Preston Crom camped out in front of the net. The big goal for the freshman wins this one in OT. A much-needed win for Oregon. Oh, it's going to be a Friday night party in town tonight. Preston getting a big hug to James.
that is a huge play by Preston, and that is going to be a very, very big confidence booster for the young freshman Preston Crom.
You know, and I think one really good thing about Coach shuffling up the lines tonight is it gives some players a chance to work with each other and develop that chemistry. And so Preston and James worked with each other a little bit tonight, and it paid off at the end with the big OT game winner.
100%. That's a great finish for the night for the fellas.
Wow, what a great one here in Oregon at the Oregon Ice Arena. Thank you all for tuning in. You got to watch a great back and forth game with some drama, some decent hits, and some crafty offense. We saw some goals that were just grinder goals, and we saw some that were real pretty tonight. And none prettier than Crom from Shervin for the game winner in overtime. 3 minutes is the time in overtime of that goal if you're scoring at home. And so once again, I want to thank you for tuning in to Panther Sports. On behalf of Lincoln Stata and Trey Zerwick, I am Matt Kingsley, and I'm going to read you guys our sponsor list one more time because these guys make it happen.
Well, can I say one thing first?
Absolutely.
I would love to stay, but I'm going to go celebrate with my team if that's
okay,
all right.
Yeah, absolutely, Trey.
Thank you guys
Thanks for joining
tuning
us.
in. Thank you guys for tuning in at home.
All right, thanks, Trey. It's great to have you. All right, so this exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Hockey was brought to you in partnership with the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. That's why I live here. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And they have all those wonderful schools like NKE, where my man Lincoln went to. We love the NKE.
Yep.
The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for Panther sports. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Ben, thank you very much. Great job on the camera tonight. Any last words?
Great game.
It was a great game. Thanks for joining us, Lincoln. And I had the schedule printed out and I forgot it at home, so I don't know when the next home game is. Probably sometime in early January. So you better get on YouTube and hit subscribe so you get that notification and find out when that next game is. But these Panthers will be back in action the day after Christmas out at Nagawaki Arena in Delafield. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night.